On 7th August 2015, Canadian basketball player Sim Bhullar created history by becoming the first player of Indian descent to play in the NBA when he checked into the game in the fourth quarter for the final 16.1 seconds of Sacramento Kings' 116-111 win over the Minnesota Timberwolves. The fans couldn't wait to see more of him, and the NBA was buzzing with news of a player of his size and marketability. 3 days later, he scored his first 2 points against the Utah Jazz, thereby also becoming the first player of Indian origin to score in the NBA.
They're all mouses.
Yeah, they're all mice.
And there it is, Sim Bhullar with his first NBA basket.
2 days later, Sim played in his third NBA game, appearing for just over a minute in a 13-point loss to OKC. Sim Bhullar was destined to be the next great NBA center, but his game against OKC became his last game ever in the NBA. And just like that, the great brown hope had faded away. So, what went wrong? Sim spent 2 seasons as an Aggie at the New Mexico State University. In both his freshman and sophomore years, Sim was named the Western Athletic Conference MVP and helped New Mexico State reach the NCAA tournament. Sim had size on his side. At 7'5" and 360 pounds, Sim had always been the biggest guy on the court, and usually the most dominant. But college basketball is one thing, and the NBA is a whole different beast. Sim declared for the NBA draft in April of 2014, but went undrafted in the 2014 NBA draft. Although Sim had the size, his mobility and fitness were huge doubts among scouts. At 360 pounds, Sim would be one of the heaviest NBA players ever, and his height would make him the 6th tallest player in the history of the league. Teams have become more reluctant in the past decade to pick up a player the size of Sim. For players with big frames, transitioning up and down the court slows down plays for their teams. Add to that the shift towards smaller and more athletic pure shooters, thanks to the Golden State Warriors. In recent years, even tall and lanky players like Taco Fall and Bol Bol have found it hard to adapt to life on court. Being tall is not enough in the NBA. Having the right mix of size and strength is key. Big Diesel Shaq is the benchmark for dominance in the NBA. The perfect mix of size, strength, and skills, finding the next Shaq is a tough assignment for any scout. Greg Oden, Kendrick Perkins, Glenn Davis, Andrew Bynum, and the list goes on for the players who were once considered the true heirs to Shaq's legacy, but no one could dethrone him. In April of 2015, Sim was signed to a 10-day contract by the Sacramento Kings, but was let go at the end of the contract. Many suspect the contract was more of a publicity stunt than anything, especially since the owner of the Kings is Indian-American businessman Vivek Ranadive. Reports suggest Sim was asked to work with team trainers to cut down his weight from anywhere between 60 to 100 pounds and build up his athleticism, but not much success was achieved in that department. Sim eventually played for a while with the NBA Developmental League team Raptors 905 before spending time between the Taiwanese Super Basketball League and the Chinese National Basketball League. Sim is currently contracted to the Yulon Luxgen Dinos in Taiwan, and at 28 years old might have already played his last game in the NBA. Even though Sim's size may have become his weakest asset, for NBA hopefuls and the Indian diaspora across North America, Sim's 10-day tenure with the Sacramento Kings will always be seen as the proof that dreams of a career in the NBA isn't just wishful thinking. He serves as an inspiration to generations of young Indians aspiring for a career as a pro basketball player. And Sim Bhullar will go down in history as the first Indian kid to pull on a major league jersey and step onto an NBA court.